Selling credit spreads has a reputation as the closest thing options offer to a paycheck. Sell a spread below the market, wait a month, keep the premium, repeat, and for months at a time, that is exactly how it feels. Then 1 month decides everything. The traders who survived that month and the traders who quit afterward were often selling the same spreads. The difference was never the strategy, it was the playbook around it. What they sold, when they sold it, how far out, and what they did when a trade turned. This video is that playbook. Strike selection, duration, the volatility filter, the management rules, and at the end, the one number that tells you whether a specific spread is actually worth selling before you ever click the button. Not hype about income, the mechanism, including the ugly part. First, be honest about the business model, because every rule that follows protects one line of it. When you sell a credit spread, your profit over a year is just 3 terms. The premium you collect, minus the losses on the trades that go against you, minus what it costs to trade. That is it. Take a standard bull put spread, sell a put below the market, buy a cheaper put further down, collect maybe $1 on a $5 wide spread. If the stock stays above your short strike for a month, you keep $100. If it crashes through both strikes, you lose $400. You will win far more often than you lose. That is not an edge. That is the shape of the trade, many small wins, occasional larger losses. The market knows the shape and prices it about fairly. So the entire craft of income selling is tilting each of those 3 terms slightly in your favor. Collect richer premium than the risk deserves, cut the tail losses before they reach full size, and keep costs from quietly eating the margin. Every rule in the next 3 minutes maps to one of those terms. If a rule you hear elsewhere does not, it is folklore. Term 1. Collect richer premium than the risk deserves. You cannot control what options pay, but you can choose when to show up. The tool for that is IV rank, where a stock's implied volatility sits today relative to its own past year. When IV rank is high, the market is paying up for protection, often more than the stock's actual movement justifies, and that gap is the seller's margin. When IV rank is low, premium is thin, and you are selling insurance at a discount. Same stock, same strikes, completely different trade, so the filter is simple. Sell when IV rank is elevated, stand aside when it is not. Standing aside is a position, then 3 qualifiers on the name itself. You want a stock that grinds and ranges rather than trends violently because your profit zone is a range. You want no earnings date inside the life of the trade because an earnings gap is exactly the tail you are trying to avoid. And you want liquid options with tight markets because the cost term is paid in the spread between bid and ask, twice on 2 legs, rich premium, calm name, clean window, tight markets. That is the whole entry filter. Term 2. Keep the tail losses small. 2 levers control that, where you put the strikes and how long you stay in the trade. Strikes first. The further your short strike sits from the current price, the more likely the spread expires worthless and the less you get paid for it. Income sellers typically sell strikes with roughly a 70% chance of expiring worthless, collecting somewhere near a third of the spread's width. Closer strikes pay more and lose more often. Further strikes feel safer and pay too little to survive the occasional loss. The middle is not magic, it is just the zone where premium and probability stay in proportion. Duration is the more interesting lever. Option time decay is not a straight line. It accelerates as expiration approaches, which sounds like a reason to sell the shortest options possible, but the same closeness that speeds up decay also makes the position violently sensitive to price, what traders call gamma. In the final week, a small move in the stock swings your spread from safe to breach faster than you can react. Selling 30 to 45 days out puts you on the productive part of the decay curve while staying out of that final week whiplash, and closing or rolling the trade around 21 days left exits before the whiplash zone begins. You are not paid extra for holding through the most dangerous stretch, so do not. Now the part that actually separates the survivors, because entries get all the attention and exits pay all the bills. 3 rules. Rule 1, take profit early. When the spread has earned about half its maximum credit, close it. The remaining profit comes slowly and carries the same tail risk you started with, so recycling the capital into a fresh trade earns more per unit of risk. Rule 2. Respect the clock. Around 21 days to expiration, win, lose, or flat, the trade gets closed or rolled. That is the gamma rule made mechanical, so you never negotiate with it in the moment. Rule 3, the one that decides survival, size for the loss, not the win. A single name can gap through a $5 spread overnight, and no management rule saves you after the gap. So the max loss on any one position stays a few percent of the account. The bad month is a bruise, not an ending. Look at the equity curve again with these rules applied. The wins are slightly smaller, the drawdown is dramatically smaller. That trade, smaller wins for survivable losses, is the entire profession of selling premium. Which leaves the last question. With thousands of possible spreads on any given day, how do you find the ones where the premium is actually rich rather than just present? Everything in this playbook so far you can run by hand. The filter, the strikes, the clock, the sizing. What is hard to do by hand is the first step, scanning every liquid name, pricing every candidate spread against how each stock actually moves, and ranking which ones pay more than the risk deserves. That is arithmetic. So it should be done by arithmetic. This is Stock Agents. I described the playbook you just learned in one sentence, and the engine returned a ranked list where every spread carries a theoretical edge percentage, how favorably that specific structure is priced right now, computed by a deterministic engine from the volatility surface and the stock's real movement. The AI never picks the trade, it only translates your request and explains what the math found, and the same request gives the same answer for the same market. Every idea is logged in a public forward test the day it opens, and the losing months are posted with the same prominence as the winning ones. Link below if you want to inspect the log. Next in the series, Iron Condors, educational content, not financial advice, options involve risk of loss.